What it mean?
What does being self-employed actually mean?
What it mean? I'm outside, pop out game with the team, bitch. What it mean? We all lit, that's on gang, that's on me, bitch. Yeah. Murder, slash, chopper, biggie, blow you back. Hanging with them slacks, pussy nigga, we told gas. Nigga, you get whacked, that's on gang and that's all facts. We shoot 2-2-3s, we'll take your life. We all with the gang, you know we gon' slide. We all with them bees, all up in the high. You talk down on me, nigga, you gon' die. We a different kind, and we be on different time. Rockin' number 9 jeans, and I be so fly. We from different sides, pussy, I'm a...
Why did you stop?
Bitch, you gon' die. Yeah, you gon' die. Yeah, nigga, you gon' die. You gon' die. Yeah, what it mean? Yeah, what it mean? I'm outside, pop out game with the team, bitch. What it mean? We all lit, that's on gang, that's on me, bitch. Yeah. Murder, slash, chopper, biggie, blow you back. Hanging with them slacks, pussy nigga, we told gas. Nigga, you get whacked, that's on gang and that's all facts. Let's go. Have you ever seen a nigga die?
Cool. How's it going, dude?
Been quite slow today. Been out playing Padel and not doing as much work as I probably should be.
Oh, nice. I mean, I saw some of the footage from Manchester. It looked awesome. I've just seen like bits that people have put in their reels and some of the stuff that you've put in yours. It looks really good, man. It looks really good.
Yeah, I made a full-length YouTube video out of it as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Can you send me the link after this? Because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I will do. I don't think anyone's seen it. My YouTube channel's got like no views on anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you've got, on your Instagram, you have like 56,000 followers. I reached out basically because I saw your content. I actually thought it was really good.
Thank you.
And I was jealous that my content wasn't that good. I don't know if you know, but I've been posting daily on Instagram. I want to take it up a notch and make it better and more like engaging and thinking about starting a YouTube channel. But I don't have the expertise. So I could like go through the mud of trying to do it. But I was wondering, like, do you have a service or anything that involves helping me like come up with a bit of a content plan and then like a bit of scripting and then helping me like edit them? Does that make sense? Is that a thing that you do?
Yeah, I got nothing to lose.
Being self-employed means that I can allocate time during the day to activities such as Padel. That was across lunch. Got back, had a meeting, did some work, and now going out to football. And then when I get back from there, we'll be back, do a bit more work, probably. I mean, it says on my calendar that I probably shouldn't be doing more work, but I think there's actually stuff that I want to get done before tomorrow. So it either means a late night or an early morning. But that's what happens when you take time out the middle of the day to focus on health and relationships, going out, meeting people, playing paddle, going out now, playing football. Also, you are your boss. So I am the person who's telling myself that I need to get this work done. There's no boss telling me that I need to do the work. If I don't do it, nobody's gonna come back at me really. But I've got to hold myself to that level. If I want to be doing the activities, I need to also make sure I prioritise getting the work done. So I need to do the late nights, the early mornings, but it's not even like I'm really forcing myself to do it because this is actually quite fun. It's what I want to be doing. This is showcasing what I can do. I'm refining my skill now so that I can do this for others as well. Whether that is me behind the camera and they are the talent, I say it like I'm talented, or whether it's me building my own business. But it's fun at the end of the day, that's what I'm doing this for. As you've seen, Tuesday was quite heavily sport or health related. I also did get some work done in the middle with the meetings as well as deep work on my own. But that brings me on to Wednesday, which I didn't really film because I didn't bring the camera with me. Spent the day shopping because I had a day out with my girlfriend and basically got a new wardrobe. We also went on a date at lunchtime to Zizzy's, which was nice because we haven't in quite a long time due to both our schedules being busy. It was nice to be able to spend that day together and not worry about filming and just be able to focus on spending time. And also getting a new wardrobe. So I got 6 different t-shirts I think, 3 hoodies, a couple pairs of jeans, get a bit of a refresh now that the weather's starting to turn as well. But yeah, so I didn't really film all that much because I was just enjoying the day, which then brings us on to Thursday. So far this week we've had quite a bit of health work, a bit of work, and then relationship time and shopping. So for the rest of the week it's time to get my head down and actually get the hard work done. So that's where filming now, plus going to get the edit done, as well as refining the offer that I spoke about with Tom on Tuesday. I don't think I'm going to go ahead working with him due to the budget, but it was good to get the idea out and see what it is that other people would be interested in using, because I know my systems and how I'd use them, but it's always good to get input from other people. I'm going to refine that for the rest of the week. I've also got a meeting with Callum, my business coach, so we'll go through it with him as well and hopefully can refine it even further.
Thomas, how's it going, mate?
Hello, I'm good, thanks to you.
Amazing, bro. Insane footage you captured from the event, by the way.
Thank you.
Really cool stuff. I think that everything pieced together.
Yeah, you absolutely killed it. But yeah, man, I mean, I know that you wanted to come on the call to discuss some bits, so feel free to fire away.
First up, it was asking kind of some feedback on that. I'd like to see like where you think I could improve.
100%. I mean, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I would have changed. Not really, to be honest. I mean, I think just an incredibly helpful thing, because I didn't really have one, is having a vision of how you want it to look afterwards. I think it's really good. I mean, we had a videographer last time, and it was more so that they just came in and just shot what they could shoot, and that was great. Yeah. You having a bit more of a vision of, okay, it can look like this, it can look like this, was super helpful, so you can kind of piece together a story a bit easier, but not many improvements to be made, to be honest. If there was something that jumped out, I would let you know, but I'm all happy.
Okay, going into the offer, I know last time you said about doing the Facebook videos for businesses. I was trying to have a look on the ad library to find people to target or whatever, but I didn't really know where I was going with that. And then there was the two other variations that I was thinking of, which was, because I've been doing property photography as well on the side, I was thinking something more to do with like Airbnb hosts, because I was looking on there and quite a few of them got like awful photos and everything.
Okay, so what is it you actually need help with? Like, are you saying you're back at like square one, or give me some more context around like what your thoughts are, what you're stuck with?
Somewhat is what direction I should actually put in the focus into, because I'm kind of split between three different things. The one that's most exciting to me is somewhat similar to what I did for you, but on maybe a more consistent basis and more like a following a creator. But I say creator as in a business person who's using social media to get leads for their business, but following their like week, so you get more insight into who they are and know what they're about, kind of thing.
Okay, so with this idea, I mean, it sounds nice, but I think you have to keep in mind that something like this isn't scalable.
That was one of the concerns. So maybe not the end goal, but it doesn't sound like a bad thing to be doing in the meantime while building up a portfolio of that kind of work.
So what's the end goal?
Teaching people to implement kind of my process of doing it. So instead of me doing the filming and everything and all the scripting and this, that and the other, I can package together my approach to things and then other people can implement them.
Would you package together your approach?
The content waterfall and then the personal brand. It's kind of how I approach doing things, that I've got this main like Notion store that everything comes in and it's filtered by like my lens and my interests of videography, business, whatever. So if somebody else was implementing that, you take in everything, put it in there, and then you can pull from that to create the content. So rather than starting going, I need to make content, you can basically pull from a bank of stuff that you've selected as being useful to you. So it gives you a starting place to go from. From that, you can then build out the scripts, and using a B-roll archive system, because I found that was one of the biggest bottlenecks when I was making content, was just trying to find a useful clip that made sense. Everything's now tagged, so if I need a clip that shows me running or something, I can just type in running in my editing platform and instantly find various different clips. And the thinking behind that is the more that you use it, the more clips you're going to gather and the more powerful it kind of gets. So it's just like trying to implement a system so that you're never starting from zero when you're creating content. The more you do it, the more powerful your system gets.
So the idea of working with a creator is good in theory, but if your goal is, if you're here because you want to grow a business using your skill set, you're not going to grow a business that way.
It's not a business. It's you basically are a freelancer. You are a contractor for one person. So that's not aligned with your vision of, okay, I want to have a videography business. It's completely aligned with that. So you've got to look at something that you can provide that is scalable, and you can do it over and over and over again. You can do it to multiple people. Now, I understand completely that videography is one of those skills where, like, you can't just mass produce it. Like, you've got to be there, you've got to shoot the content, but it doesn't mean it's not possible. I'll give you an example. Do you know Florian? He's still able to be scaled his business without working for one person or being tied to one person, and he's making a fantastic amount of money. So it's most definitely possible with that skill set. We've just got to, like, pick an avenue and just go for it, because we're starting from scratch here. So you pick one of these niches that you've got in your game plan doc, and you've got quite a few. Just pick one and just go for it. There's no point in kind of thinking, I'm not sure which angle to go down. We just got to pick one of them and start making progress, because we have no data. The problem is, at the moment, we have no data with what's working. If not, we have absolutely nothing. So out of these ones that you've mentioned, which one is the one that you want to pursue, taking into account the ones that are actually going to enable you to scale, taking into account the ones that, it's not going to tie you down to one person or mean that you're not actually running a business, you are just a contractor. What's the avenue that you want to pursue?
Like, I'm trying to think of who it's actually valuable for, because it's nice just shooting content because it looks nice, but I feel like it needs to provide actual value to somebody. Yeah,
correct. This Airbnb idea that you've got here, at the moment you've got it in the form of much more so photography than videography.
That's because while I've been doing this on the side, I've been doing basically photos mainly. So I've done about 100 properties so far. And I started that pretty much when I joined the Inner Circle.
They need content to push their product, not just on, Airbnb as a platform, but, to push their own social media and to push their own advertisements or put it in their own ways that they want to. But content is what no one is going to go and stay in an Airbnb unless content exists. Content doesn't exist, no one's going to the Airbnb. So you kind of bridge the gap between getting them sales, which produces them a result. And if you've got loads of proof of concept around that, I think that's great. But I think that you're missing, there's a bit of a gap missed there, which is around video content and then social media distribution with that content, because that's the only way that you get the content out. So if it's something you would want to do where it's, you can help them create the content and you can help them distribute the content, that could be a fantastic way to go. You're bridging the gap between, hey, I'm going to help you create professional looking content and video content as well to help you distribute it on social media, because that's what's actually going to get people in the door. So you can take the skill of videography and content creation and kind of stack with a bit of strategy and help them get the word out about their property and get more people to view it and get it. Because honestly, bro, like, when Airbnbs go viral on social media, they get booked out for years. People, it's impossible to stay in them. They can raise their prices, everything goes positive from there. So your job is just to kind of do exactly that, literally just to help them, and you can kind of stack the strategy on top of the videography, and I think that creates a really nice, well-rounded package.
Yeah, that makes sense. I hadn't really thought about the content distribution side of it before.
Let's really start taking some considerable action with this thing, because I'd love to see some progress your end, because you've got the skill set, you've got everything you need. It's just doing the stuff. Fill that out, send it over, I'll take a look at it and I'll create some next steps, and then we'll go from there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, Thomas, cool. I'll speak to you soon.
See you.
Of course, you're welcome.
Just jumped off that call with Callum, and it's really helped gain clarity on where I should be focusing. It's made me realise that what I had thought last week, that the offer of content creation strategy is not really going to work now. It might work in a few years, but it's something that I'm going to push to the side, forget about for now, and focus on Airbnbs. So I had only really thought about the photography side of it, but Callum kind of was like, why are you stopping there? That's only half the picture. It's the distribution as well that these hosts are going to need. Because if the content's not getting in front of potential clients, then it's not really that beneficial. So now I think I'm going to develop an offer that uses the skills I have been doing in the property photography and taking that into the social media stuff as well. So it's kind of blending the two, but it's very much going to be me running it. So it's going to be a done for you offer, which means it could be higher ticket. It means that I can offer it to hosts completely stress-free on their end. I'll come in, shoot everything, create all the content, upload everything, schedule everything. It's all ready to go. And then I can feed back to them with analytics. And if they become a retainer client, we can reshoot quarterly, etc., just to keep fresh content coming for them. Having jumped off that call now, I feel really fired up, and I know kind of what I need to be working on. It's no longer just like shooting in the dark and second guessing whether I'm making the right steps. I think I now know that's the offer I want to target, at least for now. So I'm going to rebuild my website now so it focuses on property photography using my portfolio that I've done over the last few months. So it's back to work now, back to building a website, which I haven't done in a while. So I'm excited for this reboot. It kind of feels like I'm making progress, and this feels like something that's more scalable, because that's the thing with videography. It's very much, I have to be there, I have to be filming it. Don't necessarily have to be editing it. I could offload that, but that's kind of the fun part. I mean, to be fair, filming's also fun. But I enjoy doing both, so without outsourcing, it takes up all my time very quickly. Whereas this, I think, it's something that could be systemised a lot quicker, because it will be kind of similar styles of content that I'm producing for every client. Whereas at the moment, one of the struggles has been every single client has come with a completely different scope of work. So I've basically been starting from scratch, other than I know how to use my camera.
We all with them bees, all up in a high. You talk down on me, nigga, you gon' die. We a different kind, and we be on different time. Rockin' number 9 jeans, and I be so fly. We from different sides, pussy, I'ma up that bar. Talking all that tough shit on the gang, pussy bitch, and you gon' die.
To say I didn't even want to come out, it's not actually been too bad. It's been constantly very, very lightly raining, so I was expecting to be absolutely soaked, but not really the case, so can't complain. I'm on the last leg now, trying to keep it zone 2. Been a couple of times I've gone up into the zone 3, but majority has been zone 2. My average heart rate was 140 so far. Current distance 11.2 kilometres. Hasn't really felt too bad, to be honest. To say that I didn't want to come out to begin with, and it was on my calendar, so I felt like I had to. I've actually been glad that I did. Didn't get soaked and got a good one. So yeah, that's kind of the update for today. Do what's on your calendar.
Social media content pack scheduling. See how it works, that will link down into the process. Property, manage tabs, property share. Cool. I just need to add the text there. That's then gonna be photos for me. The packages, so you're gonna have a basic package here. Basic, something like photography only, growth package, something to do with video, reels, photography, drone, video, reels, photography, drone. I think maybe 360 tours goes into the other one. Basic growth and premium video, reels, photography, drone, 360 tours, scheduled posting, analytics, something like that. A type form at the end. What else do I need?
So that's another aspect of owning your own business. It's being reactive, testing a lot of things, finding out that some things are going to work, other things aren't. So my initial offer is now probably not looking like it's going to work. So we're going to pivot, try something new and see if that gives better results. Using the same skill set, but just in a different market, which I think is very important, that you can try things, experiment to then see what's going to work best. There's no point putting all your time and effort into something for another avenue to work better, but because you never tried anything, you didn't know that. So I think that's one thing, it's got to be reactive. The other thing is managing my schedule. So I want to be prioritising my health, my wealth generator, which is my business, as well as relationships. And it's quite difficult to balance all of those. But if you've got in the back of your mind that you are trying to balance them, it's if you've been sucked into one for an extended amount of time, It's realising that maybe, okay, I need to stop that now so I can then do the next one of those 3 pillars. But that is one of the other benefits of owning your own business, is you have the flexibility that you can choose, when you do each one of those, depending on meetings with other people and whatnot. But you don't have to be working from 9 till 5. If in the middle of the day you want to play paddle, you can do. But it also means you have to hold yourself accountable, which I know I touched on earlier. But you really do have to hold yourself accountable and do the things. Another point, you wear all the hats. So while videography is my main thing, I'm now having to do website design, which is not something that I'm too strong on, but it's something that I'm going to make work. And the other thing is knowing that you don't have to get everything perfect on the first attempt. You can iterate, so getting the first thing done and out is a lot better than spending weeks and weeks making the perfect website, because if I spend weeks and weeks doing that, I can't test the offer. I can't actually get the momentum going. Just because I've spent ages making a website doesn't mean that any Airbnb hosts even know that I can even provide the service. So that's another thing, it's just wearing a lot of hats. But I think I'm going to bring this video to a close now, because I'm going to be going back working on the website and just getting that finished, and I don't think I really need to show you me just sat there for hours tweaking little things, adding different bits of copy to the website. So hopefully by the time this video is up, I've finished that as well. And if you have watched until this point of the video, I really appreciate it. If you want to ask any questions that I can answer in the next video, please feel free to drop a comment. And if you could like and subscribe, it would really help me out.